In another development, former River State Governor and FCT Minister Wike over the weekend announced his withdrawal from all agreements made with the People's Democratic Party. Wike made the announcement during an event in Port Harcourt, where he expressed his dissatisfaction with the current state of affairs in the PDP, claiming that certain party leaders have acted against the group's interests. He also criticized the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, labeling him as the architect of the problems within the party. I mean, we saw the story yesterday, Rufai, and for me, the first thing I thought about is, look at all these giants leaving their parties, joining the APC, and we're still seeing Wike struggling and making comments about the PDP. I mean, it just goes to show that there's some sort of disconnect somewhere, because I really don't understand how it is that he continues to, do these anti-party activities within the PDP, and he's not even bowing down, backing out of it. Meanwhile, Governor Umo Eno of Akwa Ibom State has reportedly barred Channel's television crew from the government house press center in Uyo following the broadcast of a video in which the governor confirmed plans to defect from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressives Congress, citing internal issues within the PDP. In the video, Umo Eno also asked his political appointees to join him or resign. Let's take a look before we come back for a discussion.
And for me, it's no more news that I'm moving party. And if you don't know that by now, I don't know what else you know. I support this president. I know clearly well that this president did not create the situation we are in. And I don't know how to mince words. And I cannot be in the PDP today and supporting a president of another party. It will be clearly in violation of party guidelines. And I don't know how to flip-flop. It's not in my life. So if I'm supporting the president, let me go to where I'll be able to say so and state the things he has done. I don't want to practice anti-party. I don't have the kind of strength that Barrister Wike has, who will confront anybody. Me, I'm a very simple man by nature. So we want our commissioners and members of ESCOs, appointees. I'm told some of you are meeting that you will not come. You're free, absolutely free. You're free not to join me, but you won't be in my state executive council. Wow. So you better just prepare to resign the day I announce that I'm moving.
All right, Governor Umo Eno here. I mean, apparently I heard that he was furious about the broadcast. The Channel's reporter, Christopher Moffat, I believe that's his name, of Channel TV, they said he's been reporting from the Akwa Ibom government house for over 10 years. And now the report is that he's being barred because they were not happy about this broadcast that went out yesterday. We see Umo Eno here saying that he doesn't want to be like Wike. He just wants to defect. But why this whole, just come out with your full chest. Go ahead.
You know why?
Go ahead.
Because he's been playing two games. And this is, let me call him his full name, Pastor Umo Eno.
Yeah, Pastor, right.
Speaks volumes.
Yeah.
At first, Section 22 of the Constitution states that the press, radio, television, and other agents of mass media shall be at all times free to uphold fundamental objectives contained in this chapter and uphold the responsibility and accountability of government to the people. Governor Pastor Umo Eno violated the national constitution by stopping the press from doing his job by saying, go out, because they reported the story. And I told you he's been playing two games. As at September last year, when they were calling him out that your relationship with Mr. Akpabio is too close for comfort, he said, no, it will not affect the workers of the PDP. Not knowing that, he had plans to be able to do this, the defects. So he should do it with his full chest. What he thought was it was going to be Chatham House rule. No. It's good that we are seeing them for what they are. Governor Happy Hour, yes, we appreciate your good work in the States. We know you have done some very good work.
Yeah,
but on this, we totally disagree with you. And please, we will urge you to restore those media journalists, to ensure that they get back to their work and they continue with their reporting. And on top of it, for good measure, offer an apology. I think that's the sense of decency that we expect. Offer an apology to them. Or deny it and say you had no hand in it for barring them. You can't stop the media. This same media that propagates all your good works. You need the media.
This is it.
You must not be able to stop us. But all these politicians, they're all playing games.
Same thing.
As usual. Governor, you have done well. You have done a good job at some point. But on this political score, I totally disagree with you. And it's nothing personal. Just like we celebrated you, when you did well. And I still commiserate to you on the loss of your wife. Real quickly, let me move to Mr. Wike. Mr. Wike he has the temerity to say somebody betrayed him. Mr. Wike, has the nerve, the unmitigated temerity to say somebody betrayed him. What did he do to Atiku Abubakar? What did he say after the PDP primaries? Anybody that wins will support them because he didn't go his way. He set up Jackson 5. You can see now they're fighting. Jackson 5, like Boala calls them. Sheyi Makinde, that was part of the Jackson 5 now. I'm sure probably Governor Sheyi said, what the heck? You can't continue this way.
Yes.
He said for peacetime, they should go and withdraw the state of emergency. So you didn't like the PDP governors taking you to court over state of emergency, but you used it. You can see how these people behave in the interest of peace.
Yes.
The Supreme Court made a decision. Go and fix your thing internally. You'll be able to push Iron there. You are saying no. The PDP Southeast faction must not bring in the deal.
Yeah.
So you see how they be for body, but you they beat them. You they beat people. So when they flog you with that same cane, they pay you. It reminds me of Mabel the Fistseller, that famous advert for area. He go stay in my body. So now you don't want court case. You wanted to remove the PDP court in case of emergency, but you did it to Fubara and you call him your son. So if he wants to say they've betrayed him, he should go ahead. But the truth also is, what has he also done to his party?
All right.
He's doing this to his party. I'm not going to agree. Has it not been a betrayal to his party? He's calling his party out in public. He's going against the presidential candidate, not allowing the presidential candidate even the chance to be able to campaign in the state of his party. It's not a betrayal to his party.
I mean, this is my question.
You see, those that can dish it, they don't know how to take it.
Yes, this is my issue. I mean, all of these anti-party activities going on with Nyesom Wike just really bothers me a lot because I really don't understand how other people from big parties are moving to the APC and he's working with the APC. But I wanted your thoughts, Vimbai, Dr. Abati, before I come to you, about Umo Eno, because our constituents, I want to just talk about this barring of journalists, your take on it before Dr. Abati.
We need to have a zero tolerance policy for gagging the media, especially in this kind of very overt and draconian way. You can't do this. Imagine if we didn't have this tape, we didn't have this video, it would have been so easy for them to say, oh, I never said that. So this is why the fourth estate is extremely important, because we are there to document and see there's no fake news about this. It is what it is. You said it from your mouth. So maybe that's what frustrated him, is that, they now caught me with my mouth. But it doesn't work that way. This is, you can't infringe on the liberties of the media. Very, very quickly, Oji, Nyesom Wike and PDP. See, I think we also need to review some of the party structures, especially that we have here in Nigeria, because when you have a party that is heavily supported by the war chest of an individual, this is what happens. Is that the individual now has a personal stake. It's like their own birthright, their own company, because they've invested funds into that place.
That's
and that's why he's stuck, because he's like, so the money I used to bail out PDP will just go just like that. So I think we also need to look at our party structures, because parties are supposed to be funded by membership fees from individual members. But how often does that really happen? Then very quickly, I know Dr. Abati said that no, age shouldn't matter. For me, what I took for Peter Obi, what I took away from it was the fact that, do you know that currently Atiku Abubakar holds the record of the opposition leader who has contested for the presidential election the highest number of times here in Africa? 6. If he goes again, that'll be number 7. He's only followed by, I'm not even looking at age, I'm looking at the number of attempts. If he goes again, the second in Africa will be Raila Odinga in Kenya. That one has gone 5 times. So that's the record he currently holds. And I guess Peter will be saying, that's not really the record I'm trying. Yes, we're African giants, but let's not hold the record for constantly going for presidential attempts.
Dr. Abati.
You didn't cite Robert Mugabe.
He was incumbent who was re-elected. I'm talking
Opposition
leader.
Anyway.
Call him out.
Very old man.
Call him out.
Pastor Umo Eno.
Very good.
Yes.
I mean, I once managed a press corps of over 150 journalists, and it is not the duty of government, whether at the state level or at the federal level, to dictate to media houses who should be their correspondents in government house, particularly at the state level. And I think that in this particular regard, the management of Channels TV should stand by those 2 journalists that were expelled from the press center in government house of Akwa Ibom State, and insist that those are the journalists that they want in that place.
Yes.
I know that there are press center, those we call press center journalists, those who hang around the press center just to collect handouts and collect communique, as they call them, But this is not the case. Christopher Moffat has been reporting from that place for 10 years. Really? So he deserves the support of the management of his company. Number 2 is that Mr. Umoeno, Pastor Umoeno, in the statements that he made, I like the fact that he was very honest, though. He was very honest in saying, this thing is about my second term. The way they are doing in Abuja now, if I don't go and join them, I will lose my Arise agenda. which I want to be committed to, but that I will also not allow anybody to take PDP from me in terms of the structures. Yeah. So it means that he just wants to join APC so that he can get a second term. In fact, he even said, INEC can come up with technicalities if you are not one of them. So, he wants to be one of them so that he can just win election. The only thing he said that I thought was not okay is this point about people who do not follow me can leave my cabinet. Because that would be anti-party. Yeah. What he himself is doing is anti-party.
No, he's governor, so he cannot. He has immunity.
No, he's not about immunity.
He was thinking this was never going to go out.
It's not that the law does not, sanction defect. But in fact, I think Channel TV should promote those two people and commend them.
Correct.
Because if they did not report this thing, how will we know that even Pastor Umeno is a chameleon? A chameleonic character who has also adopted the same amphibious character as the same Wike that he was referring to.
I mean, come on. Well said, Dr. Abati.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Give Jesus a wiper.
Rufai, really. Well,